Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, I want to show you how to do a mini and simple calculator. It's a calculator that takes two numbers and does some kind of operation on them. It could be addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, or even modulus. So we have learned a lot of stuff. We have learned about variables, about getting the input, doing casting. We've learned about operators, if statements, and switch statements. So I think this is a good program that we can write to reinforce all the stuff that we have learned so far. The program will look like this. We're going to ask the user to enter a number. So it says number. Let's say we enter 9, and then it's going to say operation. Then these are the options that we're going to display for the user, so they can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, or modulus. So let's say they do addition, and then it's going to say number. Say we do 6, and when we hit enter, it's going to say 9 plus 6 equals 15. And this should be the same if we do like subtraction or multiplication, division, or modulus. I'm going to start writing the code now, and I'm going to be showing you my thought process throughout the application. If you want to attempt this on your own, feel free to pause the video and then just come back to it later. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be doing is I'm thinking I'm just going to write console write and write number, which is the first thing that pops up. That means we're going to be getting a number from the user, and this could be an integer, and a number without decimal places, or a number with decimal, right? So for that, I'm going to choose a double, and what I'm going to do is, instead of doing it here, I'm going to initialize it up here. So I'll say double number 1. I'll say number 1, because it's the first number, it's going to be equals to console.read line. And we know we got to convert this. So let's do convert dot to double. All right, so up to this point, we are getting the first number. So remember, whenever you write any program, try to do a little piece at a time. You cannot just go and write the whole code. You have to do little things that you know how to do. And as you do them, then you start building the whole picture. So this is just one little part of the puzzle. It's just getting the first number. And we already completed this. So what's next? Well, next, we're going to ask the user to just enter an operation. Let's do operation, and I'm going to put all the operations here. Modulus. Okay. And okay, space. Perfect. Now we need to get the operation. So we can do this different ways. We can get a string to get a the operation itself, or we can get a character. So this is a preference. I would choose character. So that's what I'm going to do for now. So I'm going to do character, and I'll say operation. Right here, I'll say operation equals to, and then I'm going to convert it right now to character, since I know I need to convert it anyways. Console.read line. All right, so this is the other part of the puzzle. So we get the number, we get the operation, and let's run it real quick, make sure this is working. Okay, so it's up. So we get the number, and now operation. Cool. So we're getting a number, we're getting an operation. So this is looking really good so far. Next, let's get the second number. So we'll do number 2 in this case. So let's create another variable over here. So we can say number 2 in a new line, but this is a shortcut we can do comma and do number 2. And we can get rid of this guy. This means this guy's a double and this guy's a double. All nice and clean in one line. So number 2 equals, and then we know we're going to convert this to a double. Do console.readLine. So now we get the first number, we get the operation, and we get the second number. Cool. So now we need to do whatever the user is putting as an operation and give the user the result that we want. So we can do this in 2 ways. We can use a switch, or we can use an if statement. So I can show you both ways in case you try this and you used one or the other one. So let's start with the switch. So with the switch, I'm going to switch operation. And then we're going to have our case. Case is a plus sign. We're going to say console.writeLine and say number 1. And we'll have a plus here. Number 2. And we're going to say it's equals to number 1 plus number 2. And then we'll have a break. So if maybe what you did here was maybe you just had another variable to calculate the total and then print it outside. That's also fine. There's many ways to write the same program. So let's do case minus. Actually, I'm going to copy this whole thing. And then I'm just going to switch this to minus right here and minus right here. Let's do case. Let's do, say, multiplication. I want to paste this. Multiplication. Let's do case division. Oops, let me paste this. It's faster. Okay. So we have division. And lastly, we have modulus. Let's do modulus. Okay, perfect. All right. So now let's run it. Say we do 6 and we do plus 4 is 10. And I guess I wrote a line, so I'm going to get rid of that so that number appears next to it. So it's 10. Let's make this, yes, right. Let's run this again. So let's do 8.5 minus 0.5. Oops, 0.5. This is 8. Perfect. 2 times, say, -1. All right, -2. 18 divided by 2 is 9. And let's do modulus. So say 15. And we do 5 is 0. Remainder is 0. Cool. So one more little thing we should add is, because right now if we add some other symbol, we won't get any answer. So we can do that easily with the default. Let's paste this. We can do number 1, and then we'll put probably space here, and do operation, another space, and then we can say the result is question mark, because we do not know. So let's run that. So 4, and let's do like some sign, and it says, yeah, we don't know what this is. Cool. Now that we finished the program using a switch, let's do if statements. So let's basically rewrite this to use if statements. So if I were to use if statements, I would do if operation equals, say, plus sign. I lost the plus sign for a second. Open a block, and inside of here, we're just going to write this. So I'm going to paste that in there, and then we'll do else if operation equals minus sign. We're going to put that in there. Else if operation equals multiplication. We're going to do the same thing with this guy, and so on and so forth. Operation, division. Let's copy that guy. Okay, and if is modulus, we're gonna say this, and last but not least, if it's none of this stuff, that means we don't know what it is, so we're just gonna write that message. So let me delete this now. And this is how it would look like if you went with an if statement, more or less. So let's run this and make sure it still works. Did I hit that? Not yet. Okay. All right, so 8, and I'll do times 9, 72. Cool. And let's try the option that we don't know about. So if we do curly brace, it would say, yeah, I don't know what that is. And with this, we have reached the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed and learned something from this video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Let's build this community up. I really appreciate it. And like always, practice, practice, practice. The more you practice, the better you're going to get at it, and the more comfortable you're going to feel with it. So I think this is a nice little program to, bring all the knowledge that we have been learning so far. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.